One of the challenges facing water and sanitation utilities is vandalism and theft of their property. These acts of vandalism are widespread in both urban and rural settings. The negative impacts include higher operation and maintenance costs for the utility, higher non-revenue water, and reduced customer satisfaction as a result of service interruptions and tariff increases to cover costs, often leading to refusal to pay. I talked to some water utility companies who warned that vandalism of water infrastructure sets them back and deprives communities of essential services. Lusaka Water and Sanitation Company Public Relations Manager Shamba Muzungu explains.
We think that it's an issue which needs education in our communities, starting from when children are at school. There's need to create that awareness and education, and we hope that over the years, if we invest in that education and information, we should be able to address the problem. But obviously addressing that problem requires concerted efforts, collaborative action from members of the community as well as the utility. I think that the most important thing is the members of the community must have first that sense of ownership.
Moses Nsunge is Eastern Water and Sanitation Company Public Relations Officer.
Because the impact both on the community, like I've explained, and the company is quite huge. The losses are quite huge. This is money that we could have used to extend to areas that do not have a service currently. Look at areas like the new hospital area. It is quite near to town, but it doesn't have a service. Why? Because the monies that we would have used is being lost.
Has greatly contributed to reduced supply hours of water. If you look at Luansha district, for instance, we are currently supplying Luansha minimum 18 hours on a daily basis because we cannot manage 24 hours.
National Water Supply and Sanitation Council Public Relations and Communications Manager Mpunga Chipeposi Mukwai had this to say.
So there's need to create that sense of ownership where the customers and the communities actually feel that this water infrastructure is theirs and have a responsibility to take care of that infrastructure. And then also on the part of the service providers, I think it is important to continue to sensitize the community on the damaging or the negative impact of vandalism in terms of service provision. So it's very important to collaborate, to work together as different organizations, as different stakeholders in the communities to ensure that the message of the negative impact on vandalism is put across. There's that sense of ownership by the community. There's that continuous sensitization by the service providers and the different stakeholders. Because obviously, like we say, sometimes it sounds like a cliche, but water is life. None of us goes through our day-to-day life without needing access to clean water and sanitation.
What should be the lasting solution to address this issue, which is robbing water utility companies huge sums of money? Ministry of Water Supply and Sanitation Permanent Secretary Joe Kalusa explains what government is doing to address this issue.
We are trying to revise our act, the Water Act, to see on how we can just stiffen on the penalties on these people who will be found wanting. I'm sure you have seen NWASCO has really our colleagues have got a stiffer punishment to those people stealing oil from transformers and other cables. I feel for us also we need to stiffen these laws so that we deter these vandals. Otherwise, vandalism takes the country backwards. We are also appealing to every Zambian to be a guard. When you see anyone suspicious, anyone vandalizing the water pipes, anyone vandalizing the electric cables, let us try to also institute citizenship arrest and just report these people to the police so that they are brought to the book.
Favorite Chisi, QTV News in Lusaka.